welcome back everybody. As you saw in the last video, I had to tear off the top of the motor to replace the sensor. And now we've got it all back together, minus injectors, which just showed up today. Big thanks to Big Mike's injector cleaning service. If you need some injectors done, hop over on the Facebook or wherever, and he'll take care of you. So we got the injectors close. They're like within 4%, which is 1% out of where they should be, but they're all flowing 220 pounds plus. That's a lot. So, especially for a set of Bosch 210s. So I'm probably not going to max these out. I probably will buy a new set come the winter. A set of Bosch 210s flow match, unless someone else makes something better in the meantime. As you can tell, my kid's screaming in the background because he's... I think I'm doing pretty good being a dad. Look at that.
Bye-bye, Box.
Bye-bye. Can you say hello?
Hello.
Say hi to everyone.
Hi.
What are we doing today? Working on the race car? Are we working on the race car today?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Huh.
What do you got? You want to show them? Who's that? Is that the cop? Who else do you have there?
No, it's good.
Who else?
Peter.
Who else do you have?
Oh.
No, he doesn't go in there.
It's good. Bye.
Who else do you have there with you?
Stick.
Alright, so he doesn't want to continue to talk to you about his cars collection. His like 9 tow maters and stuff. Yeah, so we're gonna get the injectors in, fuel rails bolted down, valve covers bolted down, harnesses in, harnesses plugged in, and I got my Pro Wire order came in today, so I can start doing that. My little turbo fitting came in, my last, because I had one of these before. Twins, now I need 2. Oh, this is for right up here. What's stuck?
It's stuck.
What's stuck? Light clean stuck? Ah, there you go. So we're gonna have to get all that assembled. I got a bunch of Deutsch connectors. These things are pretty little trick, and these hold the Deutsch connector terminals. So I'll probably use a nutsert with a button head on a couple of things that I need held up out of the way. And it's just to simplify your wiring and make it clean. We're not putting anything in there. It comes out of there. If I'm not careful, he will stick a card in there. No, don't put that in there.
Oh, it's dirty.
It's not dirty. It's all clean. And we're going to tighten it up. Let's get set up. I see some of you enjoyed the time-lapse stuff better than hearing me ramble about everything, so I will put you up on my fancy-dancy tripod. And what's that? And we'll get to installing some things over here.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. you assume the story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all.
You want to show the camera what you got? Show them.
Hi.
Show them your fingers with the things. You want to talk to the camera?
Okay, Mama, that make.
You want it? Don't put your finger on the lens.
Here you go.
Hey, careful. Alright, come here with it. You want to be on it? Look. Say hello. Say hi.
No, I'm not hold it.
You can't hold it. Your hands are all dirty. Whoop, see, Daddy almost dropped it too. Say hi.
No, hi.
No, hi.
Hey, feel mine. Okay.
Hey, don't touch.
Are you getting
You're
out there?
gonna fall and get very hurt.
Get out here.
No.
Get out.
Alright, so this is all buttoned up. Everything's tight, everything's wired. Well, this goes to the blow-off valve right here. Vacuum's in, fuel line's in, throttle cable still needs to be adjusted. But I gotta wait till I hook it up to the pedal, which... Oh, kid left my flashlight on. I just gotta do right there. So, and then I leave the flashlight on. That's done. I started messing with some wiring. I ran the wiring for these two sensors down. I'm gonna do some neat work on it, but not at that point yet. You know, something like, yeah. I'm very much not happy with my tranny dipstick this year. It's very tight. I can honestly say, without a doubt, I 100% hate the Holley low ram, and I hate the dual fuel rails and the height of the dual fuel rails. These dual fuel rails make everything really tight. You see my fuel injector wire? Super tight. Makes everything really tight, really obnoxious. If I were to do it again, I'd buy the taller blanks, and I'd put my these things back on. And just run a full tall height injector. So it wasn't an issue, but I was, you know, I didn't realize it was going to be such a pain. I did it low, so it's, you know, it was sleek and everything. But yeah, no, totally screw this manifold. It's turned everything into a giant pain in the ass. I'm not a fan. But it fits under a 4-inch hood, so... I just finished up my heater core hoses. These are all nice. You know, good to go. I was gonna get some separators, but they just, you know, we'll see how it goes. Okay, we've jumped around a little bit. I'm pretty much hold on. Sorry, still getting over this cold. Right now, I'm kind of at a standstill under the hood. I got to do some more things, but my mind's too all over the place right now. But I did get in a bunch of my wiring supplies, so I'm going to jump ahead to some wiring. Now, this is the back of the ECU panel. What's that? Oh, mounting bolt. Now we're going to utilize the back of this as well. So this is the harness from the leash relay board, and this is the fuel pump, fuel injector, and fuel pump trigger. Stock relay stuff that comes with the Holley. A bunch of people on my Facebook linked me to a relay that's got the catch on it. So I want to get this stuff secured up And I'm just gonna simply reuse bolts back here to mount this stuff, like up and out of the way, nice and clean, and then I can shorten a lot of these wires. We're going to get this mounted, and then I have to terminate all of this to the back, which I'm putting on a plug. I got a Deutsch connector here that I'm going to terminate all these to, because I want to be able to just remove it.
Fear outweighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely.
I know wiring is definitely not fun to watch. I know this is not anything to make a video about, but this is probably ready to go back into the car for the final time. I need to take it out just to terminate those pieces and get it back in there so it doesn't look bad. But obviously I still have some cleaning up to do. So I'm a big dummy, and I put this on backwards again, but that's in there. I said it was too big before. I went the wrong goddamn way. Comes in the other way, but it's fine, you know, because it doesn't need, like, if I'm taking this apart, that can sit like that and it could be completely fine. My Mad Racing expansion block thingy here, it's not an expansion block, it's an input output block. I think we've gone over this before, but what it is it's an input block, it's not input output. If you want to add inputs to your ECU, you got to find your 5-volt source, your ECU ground, and your signal from the ECU. Well, the problem is you got to split, if you know you've done this, you got to split your powers and grounds out. What's cool about this is you got the block here, and it's an ECU plug. Oh, wrong side. It's an ECU plug. Alright, it's open right now because it took some sensors out of it. But you can plug this in right here, right? I did that and not even realizing it. And this side is an ECU plug for your Dominator, which this is like J4 or something. I don't like that now. Now I might move this. I didn't drill any extra holes for this. I reused different holes, but I might move this up because I don't like the way this harness looks. But this plugs right in, and all you do is you have your 5-volt reference, your ground, and every single one of the signals for that port, and then all you have to do is take your 3-wire that goes to your pressure transducer, and it's just ground, power, input, ground, power, input, ground, power, input, ground, power, input. You just click, 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 click. You could add it till it's full, get another expansion block for a different one. It's a really trick piece worth every single penny. But now I gotta move that because I forgot this one all the way up there. I know, I'm kind of all over the map in this video, but that's literally just the way it's happening with this car right now. I got the panel in. I don't know if I even showed you that because now it's like day 3. So I got that panel in. All right, looks good. The I don't even know if you can see it here, but this is the engine harness. I'm waiting on some loom to come in for it. This is the CAN connector for the Holly dash, and these are some just inputs that I have sloped over. CAN for the dash. I got some wiring down here. This is for the boost controller, and oh, these two are for the water pump, and so on and so on. I gotta start terminating in here, but I gotta run some more wiring before I can start terminating, and then I gotta deal with that whole cluster. But that's all like body shit. That's like trans brake, bump box, parachute, you know, interior lighting, 12-volt power to stuff. Like that's all separate. This is all drivetrain engine. I want to get this situated first, but I'm seeing myself getting a little flustered with wiring right now, so I'm doing some more assembly on the engine because I forgot that I had to take off the headers and just check the gaskets and make sure everything was good with the gaskets, and put the washers under. What the hell is my kid banging on? You know, I have the washers under the studs, under the nuts, I should say. Get these on for good. I only have to take one coil off, so I'm pretty amped about that. Now that's in good for good. I can put my dipstick in. Oh, I'm so very happy with all this. Came out so nice. And these Turbo Smart gates are they're just so compact and small. It's really, really nice. And what I didn't even realize it until I watched a video the other day, but if you look right there, see that hex? You can actually rotate this bottom piece so your fittings line up where you would like them to line up. Another trick little feature. I think it's my 4th turbo kit, and this is the first one where the hot side actually fits in and I'm not prying on something or banging on something to get it to line up. Kind of a nice feeling to do something the right way or get it done the right way. It ain't easy with stainless. The fit up's got to be absolutely perfect or else it's gonna pull. I know firsthand. Alright, we actually got a bunch accomplished today. Today's Saturday. Dave ended up coming up to the house, and we knocked some stuff off the list. It doesn't look like it, but this thing is like, I'm gonna say 80% complete under the hood. Minus AC. We don't count AC. That's a luxury. That doesn't have anything to do with driving or racing. But I do have the belt on, like I showed you. You know, manifolds are done. That's done. I'm gonna burn this in either tonight or tomorrow, and put the bung in for the O2, and this will be done with the mount. We've talked about that. But I mean, it's like I got a couple things to wire. I wired the fans today. The fans, both these fans work. The water pump works. I was working on the transmission cooler. See all my tools. Sorry, hold on, it's dark. I have a light. Got the transmission cooler lines buttoned up. You know, they the good thing about PTFE is they're pretty rigid, so I don't really need to do anything crazy. Oh, I should have stuck the drive shaft back in. Forgot about that. But I think I'm going to take this tail housing off because it looks like it's already leaking. And I started to wire the... I'm almost done wiring. I should say all I have to do is wire... Ooh. All I have to do is wire it to the relay board for a trigger. You know, I try to make things nice here. I have to drill a hole so I can put one of those clippy jammy doohies, hickeys right there. And you know, it's grounded out, runs inside. Nice grommet. Well, and that's all that's left on there, minus wiring it in. We did that. Gonna plumb that, which I am gonna come up into the rear seat area about here. I gotta place it where the frame rail, right up next to the frame rail. And dash 16 hose is a lot of fun. But yeah, that's pretty much. I'm gonna get 2 new seals it for here. And yeah, give this, and they'll come up in and go into the trunk, because we just looked and looked and looked, and there's just no way to make it happen. I'd have to move my battery, I'd have to move the kill switch, I'd have to redo all the wiring for the battery. It's just not something I'm looking into doing. So it's gonna go here. This plate and everything. Yeah. I'm gonna put it here. Fittings will be facing that way. Drill a hole for the drain, and so forth. And then I can just plumb these things in, and I think I'm gonna start. I think that's gonna be the end of this video. It's kind of a wonky, weird video, I know. Oh yeah, this is the trans, but oh my god, that looks like a huge mess. But this is all chassis, harness, like horn, radio, stuff like that I got to redo, because it ran all the way down there and all the way down. Now I'm just going to come down the center with it instead, so there's not so much craziness going on in this corner. I just got to redo that. What else? Did I mention we dropped the K-frame? Yeah, so we tried to drop the steering rack to take the oil pan out. Doesn't work. End up having to drop the K-frame, which isn't bad. The car's motor plated and mid plated, so everything stays in the car. And got my drain welded in. That was a little bit of a pain in the ass. I don't know why this time it was a pain in the ass. The other side was super easy. We're moving along. We are moving along. I'm hoping another month till we're driving this. Fingers crossed. You know, I'd like to have it out mid-June, get some miles on it. I go up to my place in New Hampshire every July 4th, so I'd like to drive it up there with the trailer again like I did last year. And that is like 400 miles round trip or something. 300 miles, 400, I don't know, it's like 300-400 miles round trip. So it's a good test. I did it last year, and I figured out some things, and I'd like to do it again this year. And then we can test end of July, August. I want to test at least twice before drag week. Get it on the dyno first, just to not waste time in a track trying to figure out our boost levels, you know. See if Billy can spare a day to get this thing on the dyno. We don't need to, you know, we're not going to go for hero pulls and see how much we can make. We'll just get it on the dyno and, you know, throw 10 pounds in it, 15 pounds in it, 20 pounds in it, and see the progression of numbers. And because we don't know, like with an 80, we know what 25 pounds will make. We know what 20 pounds will make. We know, you know, if we put 5 psi on the dome, we know it'll pick up 3 psi in the turbos. We don't know any of that. So this way we put it on a dyno, you make 7, 8, 9, 10 pulls. You have that all figured out, and then you're not wasting it going to the track. Yeah, and we'll go from there. Oh, guys, it's summer already. Apparently, we're skipping spring. So get in your garage, get to working on your badass hot rod. Don't forget a cold drink. I'm gonna drink my pineapple mango lemonade, and I think I'm gonna start some welding. So have a good night, guys, and we will pick up again another week. No, actually I lied. It will be sometime midweek, and we're gonna do the giveaway. So I'll see you then.